Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today to recognize the International Day for Elimination of Racial Discrimination. Unfortunately, racial discrimination is happening all around the world, and that's why we have this important day to mark it and remind us that we need to remove this evil and we need to accept as we are. It is important that we remove this deep-seated roots of racial discrimination from our world and we live together as we are. I want to take this opportunity to thank you, our Canadian Heritage Department, and lovely folks there who helped us to bring this show together to you, and hope together we can fight this evil and we can remove it from our life and we can enjoy and celebrate our diversity together. And before any further delay, I will introduce our host, today's host, Tina Rosie, who's our newly elected board member, and take us from here. Thank you, everyone.
Good evening. Racial discrimination has been around as long as anyone can remember. People have used religion, history, and even science to justify it. The roots of racial discrimination lie very deep in our civilizations and the human psyche. When we don't know and understand each other, we fear and dislike. But when we learn about each other, we begin to understand and to accept, to value, and to care. As people, we are more alike than different. We all have hopes and dreams. We all love. We all hurt. We all create. Our creativity leads us to make art. And sharing our art and culture is one of the most enjoyable ways that we can learn about each other. Tonight, we are honored to have Alan Syliboy and the Thundermakers to share their music with us, followed by Damini Awoyiga, who is a young poet. She's only in grade 9, and she will share her very moving poem called Rise Again. Then we will have Laura Gallant will play guitar for us, and then we'll be back with Thundermakers. Alan, would you like to say a few words?
Well, it's an honor to be here today with the Thundermakers and with Morgan Toney as our guest and Laura Gallant. And
Thanks.
I'd just like to say on behalf of everyone in our band that we probably all have suffered from discrimination in some form in our lives. But we learn that we need to educate. To educate is the only way to fight racism. So with our songs and our teachings, we do that through our music. And we're so happy to be here to do this concert. We would like to start with the honor song and Mig Whale honor song to start every ceremony to honor everyone present and everyone out there listening. Thank you.
Delicado, según la cita, hey, hey,
Kept me dead of a dash, until I notte. Diga mais que mavidane. Kept me dead of a dash, when I've been so dead. Diga mais hey, hi, hey, ho, way, oh, hey, hi, way, oh, hey, oh, hey, hi, way, oh, hey, hi, way, oh, hey, hi, way, oh, hey, hi, way, oh, hey, oh, hey, hi, way, oh, hey, hi, way, oh, hey, hi, way, oh, hey, hi, way, oh, hey, oh, hey, hi, way, oh, hey,
The next piece I would like to do is a piece I wrote called Signal Fire. And signal fire can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. But we as Mi'kmaq used to use signal fires to guide canoes to safety. And so that theme for me was something that I could use, that our ancestors used. So this is I sort of worked that idea into this piece here. Thank you. Let's build a signal fire that the smoke rises to the Milky Way, to the further stars. And the smoke lands on the stars and makes them brighter. And the light from the stars shine on a path that guides you home. a signal fire. That the fire is so hot, it melts the coldest ice. Let's build a signal fire that is so warm, it will melt the coldest heart. There are times in our lives that we get lost along the way, that we know someone that is struggling. Could be addictions, it could be mental health, it could be all kinds of reasons. But we need to build a signal fire that will help guide them to a good path, that will bring them home.
Hey, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, hey.
Let's build a signal fire that the smoke rises so high it goes to the Milky Way. It touches the stars. And that light from the stars shines on the path that brings you home. We'd like to introduce Morgan Tony, and is going to do one of his songs from his new album, and hope you enjoy it.
Hello, everybody. My name is Morgan. It's a pleasure to be with all my friends again, Alan Soderboy and the Thundermakers. So this here is called Imsit Nogama, and Imsit Nogama and Migama translates to all of my relations. And I hope you guys enjoy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great Spirit, for guidance to walk in harmony, to conquer our enemies. The greatest ones are within you, see. Let my soul take in the beauty of the day and the sun going down, so when my life is at its end, I may leave with this message to send. Him said Nogama, for all the life, the trees, the air. Him said Nogama, this is how we end our prayer. Him said Nogama, for all the life, the trees, the air. Him said Nogama, this is how we end our prayer. Julie Quillane, El Migane, a chip, Julie Quillane, El Migane, a chip, Julie Quillane, El Migane, wish you the very best in everything. Him said Nogama, for all the life, the trees, the air. Him said Nogama, this is how we end our prayer. Him said Nogama, for all the life, the trees, the air. Him said Nogama, this is how we end our prayer. Way high, hey ho. Way high, hey ho. Way high, hey ho. Way high, hey ho. That was Imsit Nogama, Laliok.
Hi, my name is Damini Oega, and this is my spoken word poem, Rise Again. In recognition of this year's International Day of the Elimination of Racial Discrimination, a big thank you to Nova Multifest for...
Hey, way higher, way higher, way higher, hey. Way higher, way higher, way higher, hey. Way higher, way higher, way higher, hey. Hear the thunder in the distance, it comes. See the people with the children, see them run. And the ozone will destroy it, feel the heat. You got to feel the earth move, need your feet. That's Mother Earth telling us she's had enough. These are the signs we should be thinking of. Do we heed the warnings? Do we keep destroying? Are we gonna help our mother to survive? Way higher, way higher, way higher, hey. Way higher, way higher, way higher, hey. see the water rising, see the floods. People killing one another, and for what? Clear cutting up the forest, we need end. And the fires that are burning feel like hell. Does Mother Earth telling us she's had enough? These are the signs we should be thinking of. Do we heed the warnings? Do we keep destroying? Are we gonna help her mother to survive? Way higher, way higher, way higher, hey! Way higher, way higher, way higher, hey! Does Mother Earth telling us she's had enough? These are the signs we should be thinking of. Do we heed the warnings, or do we keep destroying? Are we gonna help her mother to survive? Do we heed the warnings, or do we keep destroying? Are we gonna help our mother to survive? This is the heartbeat of Mother Earth. And if we, the children, caretakers of our mother, keepers of the earth, wind, rain, and fire, don't listen to the pleas of our mother, the heartbeat may soon stop.
Hi, my name is Damini Oega, and this is my spoken word poem, Rise Again. In recognition of this year's International Day of the Elimination of Racial Discrimination, a big thank you to Nova Multifest for inviting me. So here is my poem. We have seen so much. We have seen hardships and overcome, risen from pitch dark nights. Nights raging like never-ending wars that left the hope in our hearts battered and torn, broken and bruised, left unattended to. Silence so deafening you could mistake it for calm. When darkness descended, so did strength and resilience. Only love, hope, and family could transcend the suffering we faced. We have braved stormy oceans and seas. We still hope and believe that there will be new horizons. We will rise again. We sprung from the footsteps of slaves, left along sandy routes. We saw some fall, many more jump, left along ship routes. Those who would never see the sun again, those who never bathed in seas again, bodies swallowed, engulfed by ocean depths, souls given wings to return them home. Those that saw the shores dry, brittle, and caked, wind licking at trees like whips, Stuck in labyrinths of trauma and sorrow, it was as if their bodies knew where they were headed, knew that in this land slavery, racism, and trauma would be born. They took their slow, weary steps and knew they would rise again. We dreamed up revolutions, we harbored them in our souls until the center could no longer hold, so we could no longer do what we were told. We brought revolutions to life, our internal revolts not televised but hiding in the depths of our ambitious eyes. We lifted our tongues, each a wave of our overlooked and untold histories, pushing truths to the surface, our stories and experiences that couldn't be erased. Some made the voyage, arriving from the motherland, on oceans of anticipation and dreams, holding education as keys to unlock doors of freedom in this society. We didn't fear the water when it came crashing down. We didn't fear the rain when it tried to drown us, because we ourselves are powerful hurricanes. Our voices became political and social movements, the beat of our hearts, the soundtrack to BLM protests, each like hot air on racism's back. We are here, we are black, we are a testament to power living. This is just the beginning. We will rise again. Raging fires hidden in the words that we speak, silent and creeping slowly, an eternity of equity we are yet to reach. Justice grew at the tips of our tongues. It fed a palate that craved liberation, that craved the lines as free verse. Praying liberation would cut us loose. Praying that the chains that held our hands would be cut away, that they would be halted. We thought it all could be stopped by freedom and equity. Didn't know we'd still be haunted by the whisper of racism. When darkness descended, so did strength and resilience. Only love, hope, and family could transcend the suffering we face. We have brave stormy oceans and seas. We still hope and believe that there will be new horizons. We will rise again. Each time we take a step, it is a resistance and a protest. Each for a black man we couldn't protect, each step leading us to the freedom and equity we wish to possess. Contrasting treatments. Once young, healthy skin turned bruised and battered by society, working hard as hard can get. They say the body never forgets. Smiling through our teeth, masking frustrations just enough to get the job done, then suffer silently. All the while, blood boiling, spewing the suffering hid up in our bones, brimming with the generations of pain, desensitization opening the door for oppression, desensitization pulling at unhealed wounds. Redemption is ever alive in our bones. Our bodies might have been owned and marred, but there is no grip on our souls. We seek justice. It is time to forgo fear. Enough to racial prejudice. Enough to white supremacy. Enough to the pictures they painted for us to see. Our time will come. The pen will be ours. Each thought will be written. Each abundant dreams. For sure we need each other to lighten our loads, so that burdens become weightless feathers of peace. We will heal this racism with the help of another. We were born into this era to lead the society into an era of love and peace. As one, we will brush away the chains of white supremacy, of racism and hate. When darkness descended, so did strength and resilience. Only love, hope, and family could transcend the suffering we face. We have braved stormy oceans and seas. We still hope and believe that there will be new horizons. We will rise again.
We'd like to introduce a special guest. Laura Glant is going to do a song for us that she wrote, and it sort of fits with the event, and we are pleased to have her. Thank you.
Thanks so much. I'm Laura, and this song is called Adanak, which is Canada backwards. I had written it for our brothers and sisters who face racial discrimination, and specifically I wanted to dedicate it to grassroots grandmothers and those who are on the front lines, fighting for our environment and the land and water that we all share and need to live healthy lives. So, yeah, thank you so much for including me in this. Yeah. It's caving in on the air we're breathing. We won't give in. It's time for change. 26, 5 or 6 notes, that's it. Diluting thought to order, but it's not right, it don't fit. We're not taught to roll with this. We're story tellers, saving words that fell. They'll take her strands. For now they mourn their family stole us and them, claiming lands, borders. Now they're on patrol, but it's not right and it don't fit. Their spirit's not gonna roll with this. We're story tellers, saving songs that fell. Now our homes are full of rush, their basements cage, their youthful pastime. They speak of sins, speak of sins, speak of sins, speak of sins. Up on the podiums, speaking of sins. Fill our minds and lost with fear while allies slowly disappear. They speak of sins, speak of sins, speak of sins, speak of sins, speak of sins. Up on the podium, speaking of sins. Ooh. Caving in on the water we're drinking. We won't give in. It's time for so much.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the next number we're going to do is Powwow Fever, and I know Powwow season is coming up, so we like to Powwow Fever, and so maybe you'll get the fever, and
Get the fever, not the virus.
Powwow Fever.
Way-ha, way-ha, way-ha-ya, way-ha, way-ha-ya, way-ha-ya, yo, way. Way-ha, way-ha, way-ha-ya, way-ha, way-ha-ya, way-ha-ya, yo, way. Woke up this morning with the sun shining in my eye, looking at the heavens in a clear blue sky. The blind eye tells me something going on. As soon as I'm ready, I'm gonna be gone. Driving down the road, I see the deepest coming in sight. The rhythm of the drumming and I'm feeling alright. And the energy all around. The powwow fever. Which we down you can know my collided today. Maui only Weskarazi, but high your way. Hear the dancing bells and the stomping on the ground. Indian girl wearing shawls around. Somebody telling me to go, and I'm taking the chance. Next thing I know, I'm doing the dance. Dancing with my people till the day turns into night. The rhythm of the drumming and I'm feeling alright. And the energy all around. The powwow fever. Which beat out you can know come out. Light it again. Mario me was Karasi. But high yo. Which beat out you can know come out. Light it again. With your name I be no goodbye. Way high, your way. Way high, way high, way high, way high, way high, way high, your way. Way high, way high, way high, way high, way high, way high, your way. Way high, way high, way high, way high, way high, way high, your way. Way high, way high, way high, way high, way high, way high, your way. Way high, way high, way high, way high, way high, way high, your way. Way high, way high, way high. Way high, way high, way high, your way. Way high, way high, way high, way high, way high, your way. Oh.
Wow.
So Aaron Prosper is going to be doing a very old song, a very ancient song, and we just started to play this song. also did. We were with the symphony in Nova Scotia Symphony a couple of weeks ago, and we did this song. So it's a very old song, and we're really happy to have Aaron Prosper, who brought it to us, and he's going to sing it for us tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. And I guess before we get into it, I know it's in commemoration of racism and tackling racism, and thought I'd take a minute to explain this instrument that you see here. And you'll see three of them. I have two, and so Morgan and I have been sharing one, and Joanne also has this, but it's known as a jigamahan. Jigamahan is a Mi'kmaq instrument and comes from the word jigamadesk. Basically, the thing that makes that sound, sort of, so to speak, what you hear, and so we take a lot of pride as a group to incorporate all of our traditional ways and our traditional instruments. And so this instrument doesn't have a big ceremonial significance, but it has a big cultural significance. And so where they come from is, Mi'kmaq are basket makers, and so when in making their baskets, they would splint it with black ash, and so you get this kind of splinting kind of form that the wood takes. And so in making a basket, you splint it all the way down. But once upon a time, all these songs or dances were illegal, so you had to find a way to hide it. And so in doing so, what they made is the jigamahan. And so out of their baskets or basket splints, they would splint it partway down. And so if the Indian agent or the RCMP came into your home, you would simply break this apart and you'd throw it into your wood stove. And so the RCMP or the Indian agent would never know that you were singing any of these songs. And so this instrument's typically played with Gojoa songs, which is a lot of what I sing. But with that, we're going to go into this whale song, and you'll hear Gojoa song a little bit later on. So this is a whale hunting song. Again, like Alan said, a very, very old song, and we adapted it from a recording by the man by the name of Ben Christmas. He recorded this in 1961. Ben, at the time, was the chief of Member 2 First Nation. So with that, this is a Mi'kmaq whale hunting song. Nisin skarna mal duji elabi delam kena gilo no enskaro gelo delam kena gelo no enskaro gelo nedabdut skama degewe gelaji Nisin skana mal duji elabi delam kena glo no enskaro gelo delam kena gelo no enskaro gelo nedabdut skama degewe gelaji delapdim na gemat geno gesi nahasigelo delapdim na gemat geno gesi nahasigelo Nedapdo skama degewe gelaji. Nesim skana mal doji elabi delam kena glo no enska o gelo delam kena gelo no enska o gelo nedapdo skama degewe gelaji.
So I'd like to wrap up with this Gojawed song with Morgan Tony. And I'd just like to say that for us in our healing, that our culture is our medicine. And so every time that we practice our culture or do our ceremonies, we are healing ourselves of all that was taken away from us. We are regaining it, but in a new way. And so I'd like to thank everybody out there for watching.
Thank you to all our performers, Alan Sillaboy and the Thunder Makers with Morgan Tony. Our poet, Domini Awoyiga and Laura Gallant. Thank you to Heritage Canada for making this possible. We must all take a stand against racism every day, and together we can make a better future for our children. Remember to join us at our 5th annual Multicultural Festival this summer, July 22nd, 23rd, and 24th at Alderney Landing. Sign up to perform. Sign up as vendors, volunteer. It's great fun. Check our website, multifestns.ca, to see who will be performing. There will be lots of great music, dancing, food, great things to buy. I hope to see you there. Good night.